So in this next video, I'm going to walk you through my full body routine and what I do to keep my shoulders healthy, my hips mobile, and stay pain-free. I learned this very early on due to my basketball past, that mobility is something that you don't skip on. Now, you have to understand that when you're tall, longer limbs, more range of motion, you have to treat that with a certain level of attention. What I like to do is, first and foremost, I'll start with some neck rotations just to get the blood flowing and to get some signals to my brain that we're about to start warming up and getting the movement going. Once I've done that, I will grab a resistance band and start doing some rotations for my shoulders, some cars. Everything is performed on 10 to 15 reps or 10 to 15 seconds, depending on which body part we're doing. Once I've done my rotations with the band and my cars, I will shift to a pair of light dumbbells. We don't need a lot of weight, where I will do a isometry movement that will prepare my shoulders a bit more dynamic than actual moving with the band. That will send a signal to my brain thinking, okay, we're lifting weights, so we are preparing for the next phase of training. Once you've done it, put the dumbbells back and we are moving to hips. Here, there's a lot to be said as a tall guy, but I'm going to give you just a couple of pointers to help you start, and the more you get into it, I hope that you will be curious enough to find out for yourself. I have a series of movements such as downward dog, pigeon, child's pose, some hip openers. All of these movements I perform 10 to 15 reps and I never skip them. When it comes to pigeon, child's pose, hip openers that you'll see in this video, pay attention to my form. I'm never rushing in the movement, I'm holding it and I'm trying to emphasize the mind muscle connection so I can actually stretch it. I'm not just sitting there. That's not what we're here for. You don't want to just sit. You want to actually engage the muscle, stretch it out, and understand what's happening in your body. From here, I will start as well with some Cossack squat, standing into a full range of motion. As you can see, I'm not bending my knees when I come up, so my knees are straight, which puts a bit of a stretch on the hamstrings as well. And I also transition to a bit of hip flexor work because I train with a lot of load, and obviously my hip flexors, if I don't maintain them and try to increase the level of mobility and strength, at some point they are going to cause me problems. So that is something that I do not want to do and I don't need in my life. Hence why I have these small movements where I tuck my heel under my bum, as you can see in the video. And the key here is to not shift your body side to side. Your upper body stands still while you try to rotate the hip under. That way, all the stimulus is on the hip flexors. That's what you need to focus on. Always focus on the part that you want to stretch. It's as simple as that. The goal is not speed here. Never was. The goal here is to understand and stretch these body parts. Nothing else. Once you've done all of this, that's where your body will already start to feel loose, wake up, you're ready to go into action, and you're ready to go into your actual workout. If you've done this correctly, it should probably take you about 8 to 10 minutes, and by the end of it, you should already be breaking into a sweat. I'm not gonna lie to you, done correctly, they will put you through a bit of pace mentally and physically, because as I said, mind-muscle connection is key here. And that is how you get from tall and stiff to tall and mobile, because this is not an option. That's the difference between feeling tight and moving freely, training randomly versus training with intent, and also staying injury-free long term. I pride myself with 17 years, of which 12 as a professional basketball and the rest just as a lifter. I've never had a shoulder injury in my life, which shows you that with the right care, it's possible. Now, if you're serious about building muscle as a tall lifter, I put together this program specifically for your frame. All you have to do is DM me. I'm ready to work and to get you guys to actually understand and progress your body.